It seems as though the best way to protect yourself from sickness and disease is to hide from the antigens that cause them. But that often proves ineffective and causes the immune system to become weaker. Dr. Newmark, a pediatrician at the Osher Center, says that because chickenpox is so contagious, chickenpox parties are an effective way to increase exposure. These parties are intended to expose young children to the chickenpox virus so they will be immune to it in the future.
Hello?
Hey, Kathy.
Oh, hey, Sue.
Johnny Boy just came down with the chicken pox, so I'm having a little pox party for the kids.
Oh, really?
I'm inviting Martha's kids as well.
Okay, I'll definitely bring Bill and Jill over.
The next day.
The only other alternatives are the vaccine or waiting to see if your child gets chickenpox naturally. Because the disease is more serious in teenagers and adults, I would definitely recommend vaccinating children who have not gotten it by the age of 10.
A report from the CDC shows that documented cases of chickenpox decreased dramatically after the 1995 licensing of the vaccine.
According to the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, 2 doses of the vaccine are about 98% effective at preventing chickenpox.
Products like these kill 99.9% of germs, which leaves the strongest 0.1% of those germs left on the surface. The strongest 0.1% are then left to multiply with the surplus of resources on the surface. These germs end up being even more harmful to your family than the previous ones would have.
5 minutes later.
What the flipping heck?
Sorry, Mom, I think I'm coming down with something.
Not in this house.
The CDC has claimed that hand sanitizer is not the best way to eliminate germs, but that in fact washing hands with soap and water is the best way to eliminate the microbes on them. Using hand sanitizers may actually lower your resistance to diseases by killing the good bacteria, which protects you against the bad bacteria. In a 2011 study by the Epidemic Intelligence Service at the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, researchers found that healthcare employees who were most likely to use hand sanitizers over soap and water for routine hand washing were nearly 6 times more at risk for outbreaks of norovirus, which causes most cases of acute gastroenteritis. In this graph, people who were unvaccinated were at a higher risk of getting the flu during the months of December and January, whereas people who were vaccinated had a relatively low rate of getting the flu.
So, Sue, did you get a flu shot this year?
Of course not. I don't want to be exposed to those germs.
But this season's gonna be such a nasty one.
Let's keep everything clean all flu season. It's not that hard.
3 weeks later.
Hey, why didn't you come to the wine tasting?
I think I'm coming down with something. I don't know how.
You're sick?
I kept everything so clean.
As shown by this graph from CNBC, the percentages of deaths and hospitalizations involving flu-like symptoms decreases dramatically directly following the release of each year's flu vaccine.
Vaccines reduce the risk of flu illnesses by 50 to 60% among the overall population.